magic lives here.
Здравейте, my name is Zara. I come from Bulgaria and I just greeted you the way we do it around here. To get even more local, the name of our country is pronounced Bulgaria, but we won't mind if you find a more comfortable way of saying it. Let's assume that the time here is 9 a.m. on a beautiful morning. It will be just the same in Istanbul, Athens, Helsinki, Kuwait and Jerusalem, which gives you a notion of where we stand in time, but still where we are in terms of space. Simply said, in Southeastern Europe. And more precisely, welcome to the Balkans. It is this part of the continent which is responsible for all the other parts of Europe not losing touch with Asia, home to a lot of history, even more nice nature and plenty of interesting people and habits you cannot meet anywhere but here. Moreover, the Balkans happen to be a peninsula, and we happen to be the heart of it. Our sun and fun-loving neighbors downstairs are Greece and Turkey. Upstairs from us live the Romanians. Right next to us on the same floor are Serbia and Macedonia. And on our eastern side, well, we have no neighbors, just a huge window with a fantastic view to the Black Sea. Now, some more of the basics. Bulgaria is not a big country. There is 7.5 million of us living on a territory that is half the size of Great Britain and 1/5 the size of France. We are on the continent and are twice as big as Denmark, for example. But size doesn't always matter. I would personally go for a place with stability, a good plan for the future, good sense of humor and good friends, and Bulgaria has all of that. We are a stable parliamentary democracy and we haven't seen a war or civil tension ever since the World War II. We are a member of the European Union, NATO and the World Trade Organization. We are also in that special position of being one of EU's external borders. We have yet to join the Eurozone within several years, but we operate a currency board backed to the euro, so our currency is safe. And as we started talking about money, let's check what's on the business news for today. First and foremost, Bulgaria has the most favorable taxes in the European Union. More so, it's a government policy to keep that state, so we are not expecting to give away our pole position here anytime soon. We also boast an incredibly educated and skilled workforce coming at a highly competitive cost of labor. To top that, Bulgaria has one of the highest percentages of university graduates in the world. We have a brilliant blend of high skills, competitively priced and welcoming business environment. No wonder last year we were first in Europe and 13th in the world in the global ranking for the best outsourcing destinations. We even made some headlines with that. In case this is not reassuring enough, take a look at some of the companies who've already ventured here. If we keep showing these, there will be no space for me left on screen. Well, we might be hard-working people in a country good for business, but pleasure is what we excel at. After all, in Europe we are among the Southerners, and that makes us close to the Greeks, the Italians and the Spaniards. One thing we surely have in common: we appreciate good fun and good times. And here's where we find these. To start with, there is our capital, Sofia. It is a dynamic city with its own special atmosphere, or at least all our guests say so. They all go for the warm and friendly people, the great food, the vibrant nightlife and the outdoor coffee culture. On top of that, we've still managed to preserve our capital as one of the greenest cities on the continent, with an abundance of parks, some of them both botanical and architectural landmarks. Oh yeah, if you prefer to experience the green under a decent shroud of snow, Sofia is situated right at the bottom of a pretty high mountain called Vitosha. So I think you get it, a fresh air hike or some skiing in your lunch break is a pretty viable option, isn't it? Then there is our second biggest city, the old Plovdiv, and we do mean all. Forget Rome and Athens, they're babies. Plovdiv was recently officially proclaimed by archaeologists to be the oldest town in Europe and the 5th oldest in the world. Enough said about the big cities. Just an hour-long drive out of the capital may take you to a place with a name hard to pronounce and sights hard to forget. Try this: Koprivštica. Harder. It will be even harder not to get enchanted with the place, still keeping the charm of Bulgaria's own 19th century Renaissance. And it's just one of all the authentic small places we have around here. Eco-farms, old wooden houses, amazing home-cooked food, and stunning 360-degree vistas. Destinations for a year-round schedule of adventures. And the nature. Every country takes pride in its nature, and we are no exception to this rule. It is so stunning and diverse that we actually wrote our national anthem about it. We already mentioned the Black Sea, whose sunny, sandy and beautiful coastline is often referred to as the Bulgarian Riviera. Perfect to visit from May until October, it has numerous places for all kinds of tastes, from big, sunny resorts to places where time has stopped and living is calm and slow-paced, so you can choose to get to a beach party or just relax in the virgin beaches, far north or south, or try all of it. Even more, all of those you can explore with a yacht, as Bulgaria has 8 certified yacht ports. You can even go golfing just above the surf line. Bulgaria's strive to become a premier golfing destination has provided for several perfect golf courses that come with first-class facilities, dining and accommodation. And if you're not so crazy about the sun, sand, waves combination, how about going to the Switzerland of the Balkans? Some people call us this way because of the several extremely beautiful and different mountains we have. They are host to ski resorts with all the necessary modern facilities and, of course, perfect snow from January until April. Now, the thing with history is every country has it. Whether long, short, glorious or not so glorious, still it's what you can still see of it today that makes a country's history really interesting. To put it straight, as a state, Bulgaria has more than 13 centuries of history. A lot? Well, try this then. Actually, people have been here for more than 7,000 years. Traces of prehistoric cultures on our lands go back as far as the Bronze Age. And we have a cave called Magurata, which has the biggest collection of prehistoric drawings in Europe. So go there and you can check how we started to learn drawing. Not bad for beginners, huh? Some centuries later we had already made a great progress. This has evolved the Thracians built and painted, and yes, they were good. So good actually, that they even got an honorable mention in Homer's Iliad. That's why so many Bulgarian extras starred in Troy. Apparently, Thracians were also very keen on gold and very good at treasure making. Bulgaria was home to the world's first gold craftsman, who left for us to discover the oldest golden treasures in the world. From then on, we kept on turning our whole country into an arts gallery. Greeks and Romans left us columns, stelas and mosaics. Then for some time it all turned into tremendous icons, frescoes and murals, churches and monasteries. All in all, we have no less than 7 cultural sites in UNESCO's World Heritage List and hundreds of other undescribable, must-see historical and archaeological landmarks. We are also extremely amiable and open to foreigners, and it's a matter of honor for us to be hospitable. Oh, and finally, the weather. In Bulgaria, you can enjoy 4 fantastic seasons: beautiful blooming spring, reasonably hot and dry summer, lovely long autumn, and relatively mild and snowy winter. The average yearly temperature is 14 degrees, and we are happy to have an average of 100 days of sunshine per year. To sum up, it turns out that Bulgaria is a great country to work, live, have a family, and have fun. Interested? Well, why not come around?